critical mineral, and it has a number of amazing properties. And this is really at the heart of our excitement. So the two principal uses for scandium. So first of all, as an additive, when combined with the aluminium, it forms a scandium aluminium alloy. And that metal has quite unique properties. So it is significantly stronger and at the same time lighter than conventional metals. But that also, that alloy, the addition of scandium also gives that alloy significantly enhanced heat and corrosion resistant properties. So this application is very much in demand for construction of the next generation of naval and naval ships, Air Force fighter planes, even the commercial aerospace industry. They see the scandium aluminium alloy as a key ingredient in the development of the next generation of 737s and Airbuses and all this sort of stuff to build equipment that is lighter, stronger, faster, all that sort of stuff. The other key use for scandium is in the solid oxide fuel cells. So a solid oxide fuel cell, put very simplistically, you can put a fuel like hydrogen, for example, into a solid oxide fuel cell. There's a series of chemical reactions that take place and electricity is generated. The addition of scandium into the fuel cell itself, it optimizes the conductivity of the materials inside the fuel cell, which drives the efficiency of the fuel cell. So scandium, critical mineral, has amazing applications in both the high-tech metal sector and also in the solid oxide fuel cells. And the reason that Rimfire is a significant player in this space and why we're so excited is that scandium is a rare metal. The US, for example, is totally dependent on the eastern countries, China, Russia, and the like, for its supply. This is obviously in the current geopolitical environment not sustainable. And so the Western world, who recognises the advantage of scandium, are busy looking for secure long-term supply. So currently the supply is very much constrained by geopolitical risk. Rimfire is operating and exploring and delineating scandium deposits in what I call the epicenter of high-grade scandium in Australia. That is the central area of New South Wales in the Parkes district. And here Rimfire has a commanding land position. Our neighbours are Rio, who have recently made a big move into global scandium, and also Sunrise Energy Metals. And so with this recognition that the uptake of scandium is constrained by favourable supply, or supply from favourable geopolitical jurisdictions, Rimfire has multiple scandium occurrences in a very favourable jurisdiction alongside Rio, and we feel that we are ideally placed going forward to offer a solution to these long-term supply constraints for the scandium market. And that's what gets Rimfire excited. It's been a really busy 12, 18 months for Rimfire and scandium. Having started off very much at the grassroots or the ground level of scandium exploration. So we identified, 18 months ago or 2 years ago, we identified a number of prospective areas based on surface geochemistry and magnetics. These are areas prospective for scandium. We now have advanced to the stage we have identified at least 5 distinct areas of scandium anomalism in the ground. We have drilled out one of them, the Melrose prospect. We're sort of halfway through drilling out a very large occurrence called the Murga Intrusive Complex, which alone, it sort of exists over about a 20 square kilometre area, and we've got multiple scandium occurrences within that area. One of the areas, Murga North, along with Melrose, is going to be is progressing towards the declaration of a maiden JORC resource. We should see that sometime back end of next month. So for us, it's been a very rapid generation of scandium targets, progressing them into resources. But all the time, there's a lot more work to be done. We're building a pipeline of regional scandium targets as well. The other key thing that's happened in Rimfire and scandium is that we've started to invest increasingly in understanding the metallurgy of scandium and its extraction. So we have engaged the services of a very well-credentialed, highly experienced hydrometallurgist And we've also been conducting a number of metallurgical leaching tests over the last year or so as well. And we've recently announced some of those results, and we're now we've been able to demonstrate in the laboratory that we can get up to 90% of the scandium out of the ore and into solution. So not only have we made rapid strides on both the exploration, the geology side of things, we've also started to demonstrate great advances in the metallurgy as well. The Broken Hill exploration project is progressing really well. So in addition to the scandium, we also have a 100% owned cobalt project just west of Broken Hill. One of the key things that's emerging from our work there, and we've previously with our drilling demonstrated very high-grade cobalt sulfide mineralization. We have recently expanded the project portfolio, and we have been doing ground reconnaissance of cobalt targets. But one of the most recent developments on that project is that we have identified that there is significant copper potential. So we're now starting to look at the project from a copper perspective. There is certainly evidence of copper associated with the cobalt sulfide mineralization, and we have a number of copper targets that we're pursuing alongside the cobalt in the field as well. So, in addition to the scandium work, we're really starting to get quite excited about the copper and cobalt opportunities at Broken Hill. Excitement revolves around the estimate and release of maiden JORC scandium resources for the Melrose and the Murga prospect, the continuation of building up our regional scandium target pipeline. It also will, the excitement will also come from further drilling, particularly at the Bald Hill prospect at Broken Hill, where we've already drilled cobalt, but we're seeing increasingly good signs for copper mineralization as well. So advancing a number of projects very much in the critical mineral space. And we look forward to keeping shareholders informed with these exciting developments over the coming months.